Renovating in France, my ventilation system. So this is the downstairs loo, which will be vented, mechanically vented, and it's a question of organising the ducting, which will feed into that. I've still got to create a form of ceiling for this downstairs loo, and there's just showing you the basin, just temporarily put into position. It's not been connected up or anything else. Just showing you the space that we're in for the first bit of the ducting. So we've got the ducting that's going to come through, obviously through the kitchen ceiling, and it's going to connect directly with the downstairs loo, which is directly below it, and also connect to the extractor fan for the oven, which will be slightly to the left-hand side of where this. We're currently looking just at the ceiling there, just looking at the overall ventilation. So you've got, obviously, the downstairs loo is fairly close to it's adjacent to the kitchen. And so you'll have a pipe that runs up along the angle of the vaulted ceiling, and then you will have a connection in. So from there, you'll have two connections effectively. You'll have one from the extractor fan and one from the downstairs loo. And that then obviously feeds up and through in the loft space and comes out into bedroom 3. And there you go, there's the oven, the position of the oven. So it comes up through the ceiling space and through this bit of wall in here that hasn't been finished yet. And you can see it's got insulation around it as well. It's insulation for the wall. You've also got insulation within the ceiling space as well to try and keep the house nice and dry. And there isn't a vapour barrier in the house. We've talked about this on various occasions. Lots of people agree, lots of people disagree, but it's my decision. So ventilating the downstairs loo, the kitchen, and the upstairs showroom hopefully will address a lot of the problems with humid air. Right, so I've got two of these connections here. So there'll be one downstairs which connects the downstairs toilet and the extractor fan, and then this one will then connect up into the showroom. And it's a question of then punching a hole through the wall to enable me to run the ducting to the outside that way. So I did have a bit of luck with this. There was sort of a large brick on the left-hand side, just where it meets the purlin, and that came out relatively easily. And then a masonry bit sort of went through almost to the end, and then a chisel got me through to the end bit. Right, so that then means that I can connect to the outside, and there's just a small cover that then goes on the outside. It kind of allows air to push out, but it's got like 3 flaps on it, but prevents most of the air, 90% of the air from getting pushed back into the ducting. So very thick, these walls are somewhere around about 50 centimetres, about 20 inches thick, the walls. So, and this is a real mix of flint and stone and soil and cement and all sorts. Anyway, I'm glad that it went through easier than I thought it might. I thought it might have been a right pain to create the hole, but it actually worked out not too bad at all. So pleased with that. And then it's just to clarify or verify the distance. So I thought, I'll stick a tape. I did a tape downstairs as well when I did the hole for the soil pipe, and it was coming out around about 20. It's not exactly in the same position. This is just slightly to the right of the soil pipe if you're looking from the inside, or slightly to the left of the soil pipe if you're looking from the outside. And obviously it's much higher, so it's above the new window that's gone in, that replaced the old door that was for the entrance into the loft space back in the day when there wasn't a staircase or anything else. So windows got replaced. Need to still do a bit of work around the pipe work there to box it in. The frame's quite nice around the window. That'd be nice to had that still sort of visible, sort of an oak frame. But so anyway, stick the tape in and see where we're at, and yeah, it's somewhere around about 50 centimeters. So yeah, in old money, that's around about 20 inches. The distance between the thickness of the walls. Right. So once the ducting's put into place with the little outside cap, then I'll just use my old friend expanding foam to seal the gaps. So just hose down the air a little bit, just because obviously the foam works better on a slightly damp surface than it does on a dusty, dry surface. There you can see a bit of a mess. There you can see that's the cover, fairly standard. Just put little pencil arrows on it, just so I didn't end up putting it upside down. And then you've got the ventilation, which then runs from the showroom, connects up, meets up with the ventilation for the downstairs, and then heads outside to the the little cover that's there. So if we come back inside there, we can see, yeah, there it is. It's actually going to be fed slightly higher up there than it is currently, but that's just to show that it will be. So it'll be up there somewhere to take the humid air out of the showroom. And then I went outside to just check the cover was all right, and unfortunately came across a stranded bird. Wondered what it was at first, because it was sort of behind the tree. It's a pigeon. I don't know if it's just a very elderly. It didn't appear to be injured as such, but it couldn't fly, and it couldn't get over that little bit of a step, and I didn't want to disturb it anymore. So I did just sort of film it, but I didn't move towards it or anything else. And eventually, he just sort of jumped. He managed to clamber up onto that bit of a step there and sort of walk away. And it's I obviously no idea what was wrong with him. It didn't appear to be visibly injured, but he wasn't flying anytime soon. And then talking about flying, as I looked up into the sky, clear blue sky, and just see all these trails, the vapor trails for the various planes. Obviously, we're about 2 hours away from Paris, and the nearest airport to us is Orly, which is sort of south Paris. And I'm presuming that these are flights are either coming in or going out of Orly. By plane, it's probably only going to be about 15 minutes away. But yeah, just thought it was quite an interesting shot just to finish the video. Anyway, coming to the end of this, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.